So definitely not the case.
Dang, good job not getting scammed though.
Word, dude, I took those classes in high school. I know how to avoid.
There you go. Well, already we're
So
getting started
anyway,
with this first match, so let's
yeah,
see how it's
man.
shaping up here. I feel like they do have a set count on each other, so if you don't mind, I'm actually gonna look that up real quick. I'm kind of curious to know. Let's see here. Got YoModdaFoo going up against Arconi, and so far it's a pretty even match. Not too much damage is being distributed right now, but already you can see Arconi trying to make stretches to get it confirmed, gets it, and closes out the stock completely. Off of one side, we were getting a footstool into down air up smash to take the first stock of the set.
Right, and dude, that's the explosiveness of Pyra Mythra. They can take those stocks at a moment's notice, especially against a character like Game & Watch, who weighs so little and is so easy to get called out with these swords. You know, Game & Watch generally a shiftier character, but having ginormously, obscenely large hitboxes like Arconi's Aegis has, it's definitely scary for any little man.
That's right. So let's see here. With that said, it looks like they do have a set count of 1-0 from what I'm seeing. One win in favor of YoModdaFoo. Yeah, only one game.
Unfortunate SD from
That's
Arconi
right.
is going to be putting YoModdaFoo back in this a little bit, but again,
Totally unfortunate.
I'm not seeing a Mythra for even a second today, Taco.
Yeah, so far it's just been Pyra. It seems to be playing a little bit more of a... I don't know how to describe it. It seems like we are getting some offensive play, but at the same time it doesn't look like we're rushing in, if that makes sense. Not necessarily rushing down, but still being aggro whenever YoModdaFoo seems to come in within a certain space. Here we go. Good job catching off of that shield. And there we go.
Okay, there's
Solid
that run
forward
off
air.
forward air.
That's right.
Taking that stock. And this is where Game & Watch can really struggle at these early percents, because Game & Watch's big thing is that they can get out of combos really easily with their amazing aerial game. The problem is that they're at those low percents where those attacks are going to be chaining into each other a lot more easily. And again, having big hitboxes like Pyra has access to is very good for pinning down this character who's normally so shifty.
That's right. So that's going to be something for YoModdaFoo to take into account here. Good job avoiding the up smash, but kind of just went in straight towards it at the same time. Still just managed to power through and still going to be able to survive against this Prominence Revolt coming out from Arconi. Good job blocking the up smash once again. Going to get a forward tilt punish. Tries to go for a down air to close out the stock. Not quite going to be able to land it, but we got the last hit of Nair. Almost leading into a back air, but that's going to be enough to close out that stock, and now we have a tied stock count. But as you saw, that Prominence Revolt almost took out this stock, so there's going to be a lot of options available to Arconi to potentially close out this first game here.
Right, and a little dashback action from Arconi. You know, Pyra's not the fastest character in the video game by any stretch of the imagination, but she can cover a lot of space. Her threat range is huge, especially with that dash attack and the access to those F tilts that she has. But the problem is, when she's getting juggled, she can really take a lot from it. Unfortunately for YoModdaFoo, though, that Arconi has that well scouted out. They're able to get out of there, and there's the Prominence Revolt to try to take an early stock as well. I mean, this pressure that Arconi's exhibiting without overextending is just devastating.
Oh yeah, you're right. Here we go. Got a back air once again, and Arconi's now going to be on the ropes. Only one up left, and it's still going to keep them in. Gets the jump option off of the ledge and a nair to catch YoModdaFoo's edge guard attempt to close out the first game. Good comeback there from Arconi, I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, Arconi was on top of the entire match, but I gotta admit, right there at the end, had YoModdaFoo been a little bit less safe, they went off stage to go deal with the Pyra, they definitely could have lived there, and they could have actually taken that game right from underneath Arconi's toes.
Yeah,
again,
true.
sometimes playing ballsy is a little bit important, especially when you're risking nothing by going out off stage against Pyra. If
That's
she tries
true.
to swing at you, she's dead.
You're out
If
of it.
you don't, if you miss her, you just get back to stage because you have that insanely good offstage game in general.
Right.
I mean, there was very little risk there going for that kill, and I think playing passively was what led Arconi to actually taking that game.
That's right, and we're getting straight into this next game, so we're going to see how that gets applied. I think there's someone knocking at my door. I need to check that real quick. Just give me like 1 second. I think there's like someone at my door.
Well, regardless, PS2 is the counter pick yet again, and this time we see YoModdaFoo off to a very good start. But again, it's not very much of a lead when you're playing against Pyra, who can cover the ground so well. It has an amazingly large threat range because of how long the Aegis blade is. Arconi looking like the Aegis' driver right now. And, I mean, YoModdaFoo's looking lost. They get a very good edge guard there, just as I say that. But, again, anytime YoModdaFoo has an advantage, it gets blown away in just a second.
Yeah, quick update. It's actually not someone knocking on my door. It's actually just raining hecka hard for no reason. I don't know why it just started raining like out of nowhere.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, I've never heard of that before.
No, but
it's
I
not
mean,
even
like,
sarcasm. Like, does it rain in Arizona?
It does, but like just like really hard for no reason. Like it was like bright out all day today.
It is monsoon season for you guys, or
It
just a
is.
little bit past it, I think.
It is, and yeah, I like opened the door and there was just like rain on my little like wiping rod or whatever. It's like, oh shoot, okay, well it's just raining.
Yeah.
All right, but
storms in the Midwest have been crazy too. You know, I've experienced those for the first time, and dude, it's crazy. But speaking of storm, I think YoModdaFoo's going up to the clouds right now.
yeah, YoModdaFoo is going to be sent out to the clouds in that second stock, and Arconi pulling out in front and looking poised to take the set with this one stock lead, but not for long as YoModdaFoo seems to be in contention of that and going for an edge guard, but still we got Arconi hanging on to the stock at 155%, going off to the left side towards the blast zone, but still able to make it back on stage. We saw a little bit of a Mythra switch there, if only for a moment, but it's straight back to Pyra for this game, it looks like. And straight back to Mythra just to get back on stage. You see we got back on stage, just back to Pyra, so it seems to be a prominently Pyra pick for Arconi here. There we go. Good down throw into up air for a solid 40%. Good forward tilt as well, covering that option. And still, we have Arconi taking control of the stage despite being at 204%. I think this is going to be the high score for tonight. I don't think anyone's getting past 204.
You'd like to think that, but I've seen crazier things happen before. There's that down tilt. Yeah, puts him in such a good position. Down tilt, waits out the air dodge into prominence. Revolt takes that stock early. Arconi with nearly solo Pyra the entire set there. Storms through and makes their way to winners semifinals, guaranteeing themselves 5th place at the bare minimum, a top 6 finish. And they are looking definitely poised to go a little bit further, but they will need to get through the winner of RDNA versus Felix in order to do so, which will be on stream. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah, we'll be getting some more RDNA and Felix for the first time tonight here shortly.
Well, we're not getting that set. We're getting the winner. We're getting Arconi versus the winner.
Oh, Arconi versus
RDNA.
Felix. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. Instead, actually, we'll be shifting gears to B-Rice versus Yuri. Yuri, who had to beat Bethel 3D in a close 2-1 set just a second ago.